Hello everyone, this is J.Keerthi of 3rd BA English Literature from Mahalakshmi Women's College of Arts and Science. I am here to review the book Beast of Burden written by Imayam. 25 years after it was first published in Tamil, Imayam's Beast of Burden, an intimate portrayal of a Mahadalit family, continues to be thought-provoking for its depiction of caste oppression within Dalit communities. Imayam, one of the most significant Tamil writers of our times, wrote his first novel at 20, Koveru Kazhaigal, translated as Beasts of Burden by Lakshmi Holmstrom, turned him into a literary icon. A reprinted edition to mark 25 years of its publication appeared quietly last year. It is an intimate portrayal of an impoverished family adapting to both modernity and the diminishing circumstances during a time of change and decline. In the time of the novel Coronavirus, this novel is a pertinent account of survival during hardships. Beasts of Burden opens with Arogyam, a middle-aged woman and her family organizing a trip to church, hoping it will fix their problems. In the 1970s, when the novel is set, Arogyam is deeply concerned by the socio-economic shifts she senses. She wants to hold on to the old order of the caste system, where roles and exchange rates were predetermined. Increasingly, Arogyam and her husband Savri find themselves burdened with more work, but their rations drastically cut down. They receive less grain for the work they do and lesser still for helping out in the fields. The customary rewards on the occasions of birth and death during which they perform important duties become almost token. Every evening the family collects leftover foods from other families, but their portions keep growing smaller. They face the worst of the economic hardships because they are Mahadalit, the most marginalized among Dalits, serving a community of agricultural bonded laborers. Arogyam, who has a special relationship with each household in the village, uses it to cajole and flatter them into getting her dues. When that doesn't work, she calls them out on their acting and generosity. She flares up and fights for what she is owed. Imayam writes about the family's life and daily activities with ethnographic details. Ordinary events like weddings, babies, bickering, love, goodbyes coexist with exploitation and apathy. Joseph, the oldest son, is whisked away by his modern wife who scorns at the family's casteist hypnocapy. Mary, the daughter, helps out the most at home and mobs around being too curvy. Peter, the youngest, is the most recoiled by their marginalized life. But Arogyam refuses to entertain the possibility of him becoming a priest and escaping the caste system. When it was first published, Koveru Kazhaigal opened up heated political conversations about Dalit identity and the role of the writer. It was criticized, even considered as an anti-Dalit text, for its depiction of caste oppression within Dalit communities. Imayam has also been criticized for his rejection of caste identity for both his work and himself. I am writing to do away with caste, then how can I have a caste identity? He has said in interviews. His ways of doing away with caste is by uncovering its dynamics to reveal complexities without judgments. In an introduction of Beast of Burden, he writes, "The world is an ocean in which concepts and theories are like ships which appear and disappear. My works were not composed with the comfort offered by these ships, but written from within the sea and by looking at its vastness. The result is that the story, rooted in specificalities of a certain experience, has a resounding universality. It is simply about how life goes on." When Arogyam was younger, we later learned they always had a granary full of a variety of grains which she was able to sell even during times of famine. In the old days, their life was a prince's life. During this time of national economic crisis and rise in apathy, it's not the times that have changed, it's the people who have changed. Even dead cows, which occasionally supplied them with beef, are now buried instead of given away to eat. Later, the family's primary occupation, that is, washing and mending, is disturbed when a laundryman and a tailor set up shops in the village. But Arogyam continues to follow her routine. They wash the few cloths they are able to collect. She administers complicated childbirth, carries out all her tasks, and while she soothes the village women and children, she curses her own children who have left, longing for them and for death. The dramatic Indian mother. She curses a Savuri who swears often, but they never linger on their volatile exchanges. In an introduction to Beasts of Burden, its translator Holmstrom writes, Koveri Kazhaigal gives an extraordinarily detailed picture of a lifestyle that is reclaimed and told with pride without any attempt to Sanskritize it. That is, there is no supposition that the lifestyles of the upper castes, that is, vegetarianism, Brahminic rituals, etc., are ought to be the norm. This is not a reassuring novel, although its descriptions of food, often consisting of mixed leftovers downed with chilies, are appetizing and comforting. But at a time when the world is struggling for answers, it offers some wisdom. Hope you all like this video. Thank you for watching.